Saturday morning, just emptied the van after surfing yesterday. I should have done it, but just lost 20 minutes, so I'm late. I'm on my way across the country to a place called, actually you don't need to know where it is, and to pick up a new cab. This was sort of a deal from an operator that a friend of mine found, and he has this cab, and my friend can't make it. It's late notice, unfortunately, so I'm just going there on my own and to pick up that cab. And what I thought it was advertised as a Rad Mobile Cabinet. It's not a Rad Mobile Cab, and I suspect it's an old Sega Thunderblade cabinet that has been converted to a Rad Mobile, which would be great because I love Thunderblade. It's one of my wanted cabs, really. So something else, probably gonna have to move out of the arcade place there. Probably Kung Fu Master, because that's a conversion. We'll see. Anyway, so for now I'm heading over there to pick up that cab and see what the deal is. It's a warehouse. He's a former arcade operator. He still deals with the Conamp stuff, but no more arcade machines. So let's see what else he has, and I'm curious, very excited actually, just to inspect a new warehouse full of hopefully stuff. We'll see. Okay, come on, gears, work with me. Old van, hopefully it makes it there. Let's go. Beautiful day. All right, that's the cab. So I think this was an Outrun Turbo. And there's the board, which is car game. He said it's a World Cup, but I don't know. A World Tour. It's all there. It's just been converted, and okay, and there's a spare monitor for it, which is not the monitor that came with it, but we'll make that work. There's a few other bits. Oh, that was a cocktail table.
That's an old cocktail table.
Well, I got the cab. The fellow was nice enough to let me film a little bit of the place, as you can see, and that's really all he had. The rest is just poker, gambling machines, and that kind of stuff. He did have a Sega Rally. I don't want to go near that game or those cabs at all, and a poker table, but he wants to keep those anyway. The monitor. Well, he gave me the monitor was in there with the chassis, but it doesn't work. He gave me one that works, which is a Wells Gardner. It's the different monitor, but if it works, I might just try that in while I repair the other one, and then move back the original one once it's repaired. It's a Hunter X 900, as should be in those cabs from factory, but I mean, monitor is a monitor anyway, and this one doesn't need actually an isolating transformer. Interesting, the cab was so it looks like an Outrun Turbo cab. I think that's pretty much what it is. However, the licensing on it says, now there's a sticker on the official licensing, so I'm not sure exactly. It says it's indeed Rad Mobile. That's what the board was in, and that's what the cab inside is sort of wired for. So well, it's weird anyway. So, but he gave me the Rad Mobile board, which he said works as well. I've a turbo, I have an Outrun board anyway for it. But so I'm gonna put everything that was in there back in at some point and just run it as a Rad Mobile. It has the Rad Mobile dashboard. I was not aware of any Rad Mobile Mini or Cabaret cabinets, and I've actually looked online. I couldn't see any pictures. I'll have to do some research. The official Sega tags does say it's Rad Mobile, but so I don't know. I'm very curious. I've never heard of these cabs being used for Rad Mobile. Maybe it was a repurposed that factory for limited series or something like that. It's interesting. Anyway, I need to go back. It's going to be another 2.5 hours and look at that cab in more detail. So let's go back. Alright, I'm back. It was a long drive. It was a lot more tedious than I anticipated because it was just raining non-stop. I'm back here. It's lovely and sunny now, or at least dry. It doesn't seem to have rained, but there was torrential downpours on the way, and we're crawling like to 50 miles per hour on the motorway. So it just, yeah, that was tedious and annoying or tiresome. But anyway, but it was worth it. The cab is here. And it's a bit of a mystery, this cab. Let me show you. Let me flip this camera. Man, I had to redo this segment a few times. So this is the cab that I got from over there. I was able to film the place slightly. He had a poker cocktail, or a cocktail table, an old Taito cocktail table that had been converted to a poker. That wasn't for sale. He wanted to convert it himself back to a dedicated game. I'll be honest, I can't see that happen. The guy has too much on his plate, but you know, such is the way very often. So so we'll see down the line, maybe he wants to move it. So this looked like, well, initially I thought this was a Thunderblade cabinet because all of this stuff here, this marquee is from Thunderblade. You can see the altimeters, radar, the jet nozzle thing. It's the marquee from Thunderblade. But it looked like something like the Turbo Outrun. A Cabaret cab. There was a sit-down version and a Cabaret cab, the mini or the economy cab, which was exactly this form factor, exact same shape and all that, except for the wheel here and the fact that there was no throttle, gear throttle. So I assumed that's what it was, and it had been converted to Rad Mobile in this case. The PCB is over there. However, looking on the internet and asking around, it looks like there was a version of Rad Mobile. This is vastly undocumented. I couldn't find any information even on promotional flyers, but there's reports of people seeing Rad Mobile in these cabs, and these cabs only, plus the standard upright cabinets. But there's instances of people seeing them, and there was one other owner of a similar cab that had a different marquee and different artwork, but I mean the layout was exactly the same, running Rad Mobile. And if you look here, on this bezel or a monitor insert, it does say the license is for Rad Mobile. Looking inside, so this is the cabinet here, and this is the filter board for Rad Mobile. Looking inside, the wiring is actually rather tidy, and it looks original. And indeed, it has been. It is wired for Rad Mobile. So I'm actually very curious about this cab. So I started inquiring, and indeed, it seems to be that this is a rather uncommon, rare cab that was manufactured in the UK for Rad Mobile, and I think only in the UK. I could be wrong about that, but I think that was the only place that manufactured Rad Mobile in these cabinets, which are essentially turbo outrun cabinets. So this is factory, which is really interesting, probably except the bezel here. So the question now is what to do. So let's just inspect the cab first. Let's just do that because this cab is rough. You can see the bottom here has been just, well, disappeared essentially. And here, which is interesting, this is chipboard on one side, and it looks like here is plywood that's been added to this cab, again at factory, and reinforced with a metal bar. So I'll have to find a way to first redo this section, the other side, and make it a part of the entire cab as opposed to having reinforcement. Maybe cutting like a piece of wood here and have it like extend from here into here, so it solidifies the whole thing. Obviously filthy, dirty. We'll have to probably redo those. The metal pedals are, oh, okay, pedals are this guy is probably missing a spring at the back. Hopefully it's just loose and broken. If not, I'll have to find a source, or maybe the broken one is in there. We'll see. Oh, okay, there's no coin acceptor, but I won't be putting a coin acceptor. This is oh, license number. I'll have to check if the same as the back. Did I actually see something there? Yeah, 360666. 360666. Okay. What have we here? I don't know what that is. Oh, are these caps for speakers? Possibly. There's an old coin. Oh, this is an old Irish coin before we moved to the euro. 20p from probably 90. Where is it? 96. Cool. This is original. Oh, there you go. Spring that's been, oh, it's broken. Maybe I can salvage this, just redo the loop at the end somehow. If not, I'll see if I can find a replacement. So that's that. Obviously new T-molding. Artwork is, God, beyond salvaging here. Oh, it's completely peeled off. Shame. I might see if I can actually just take it out cleanly and take a picture of that for maybe repro purposes at some point, just down the line. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. What else? We need a bezel. We need a bezel here, new bezel, other than this one. Marquee, the speaker. Oh, speaker caps. There you go. Yeah, that's where the speaker caps were. I'm assuming that's what they are. New neon fitting, or new neon. And the back is okay. Serial number 360666, fair enough. Yeah, so inside I have the monitors to 900 Hantarex, and it's dirty, so it's actually already been cleaned. And I think I have a spare one that works. And the guy gave me a spare monitor, but it's actually a VGA monitor. It won't fit here. But I think I have a spare 900 that works. I'll have to double check. I might put that in and fix the other one in separate video. Inside seems to be all there, just needs a clean. All the wiring is there. Yeah, there you go. It's missing the spring over there for the other pedal. Have we anything there? No. So we'll we'll have to find a way to fix that. Probably need to take out the power supply, just check everything is okay. The switcher probably needs to be replaced. I see something is disconnected here, but that's okay. What's that? Oh, it's a fuse bit. This is probably fuse switch here. Yeah, fuse. So we'll have to check the fuses. So what to do? I mean, Rad Mobile is not really a game I'm interested in. I don't think it's a really good game by any mean, really. So I did actually buy this thinking this was a turbo outrun, which it is in a way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this to turbo outrun, and I'm going to try and do this. The only trick is going to be finding the wiring for this, or changing the wiring inside the cab. No, actually I don't need to do this. I can actually just plug everything in the cab here and get connectors and make a small adapter from here. So I don't need to change anything in the cab. Oh yeah, that's great news. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. Just leave it as is inside and just use this interface to make an adapter for an actual turbo outrun or outrun board. There you go. So the only real thing I need to change is the front panel. The steering wheel is in the middle here. On turbo outrun, it's actually slightly to the left, and here is the throttle. So I'm going to try and find source to throttle. I think you can get repro ones done by Suzo app, and move this thing over here. That might mean some filler and some destructive stuff happening to some extent. I might have to drill a new hole, patch these, which is fine. We can undo the patch, but drilling new holes is going to be I think what I have to do. Chances of finding a new or an old dashboard for a turbo outrun are slim. These things are gold dust, and yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do. And then new artwork, just general clean. Okay, this is gonna be a whole new project, and I expected it to be a big project. It's turned into an even bigger project, because we'll need to do an adapter and wiring and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, this is what we're here for. So folks, that's it. New project starting now, new cab. Very excited about this, and we'll see how long it takes, how quickly I can get this done. It's going to be some woodwork, some metal work, and like most of these projects, nothing is going to be straightforward. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.